morning students. Today I am going to explain the experiment is 15. The 15th experiment is demonstrate the use of external interrupt to toggle an LED on and off. So for this experiment I am going to switch on the open the Keel software, Keel version 5. Here I am going to open the new project. Here I am going to say the name. Here I am going to using one folder, DC motor, that is interrupt, INT. Save. This is the project name. Here I am going to use the device, that is legacy, then ARM. Click on the ARM. This is the address of the ARM board, that is LPC2148. And say yes. So after that, go to file, click on new file. Here you have to type the code. So this is the code of the interrupt. After that, save as, go to save as, save this program, int.c. This is the extension of C we are going to use in this program. Why? Because we are going to writing the code on the C code. Next, click on to the target. Right click on the target, go to option for target, then select here, use microlabs. After that, go to output, select create a hex file. After that, you click on here, the source group will be generated. After you click on the source group, means right click on the source group, add existing file into the group. So this is what my interrupt file. I am going to add it. Close it. See, once I have added this source group, see my startup file will be generated. After that, I am going to click on once again save. It is going to save. So before compiling this program, I am going to explain this program what is interrupt. See, the hash encode LPC2148. I am going to use the header file of this. Okay, of the ARM controller board. Okay, here I am going to I am going to initializing the two things. One is delay as well as the external interrupt. Okay, I am going to initializing delay for count a variable as well as the initializing the function of the interrupt. These two, okay, I am going to initializing here. And then after that, okay, here I am going to initializing the external interrupt. Okay, initializing the external interrupt. For this external interrupt, here we are going to use for the two interrupt. One is external input and internal input. So my program will be external input, so that okay I am going to use the external interrupt mode. Here whenever okay we are going to enable this external input, okay we are going to use that particular mode, okay has to enable, okay has to sensitive. For that, okay we are going to use the value of 0 into 4. Okay, the 0 into 4, which is nothing but all 0 to 3. Okay, 0 1 2 3. Okay, that particular bit has to be enabled. So this this interrupt mode, okay we are going to call it as the second interrupt. Okay, first interrupt will be a internal input and second input will be external mode or external interrupt. So that interrupt mode, okay we have to enable it. And here we are going to use the pin selection 0. I told you, right, the pin selection 0, okay, that correspond to port 0 of the 0th pin to port 0 of the 15th pin. Okay, within that pin, okay we are going to use in the pin selection 0. So here we are going to use the port 0 15th. Okay, that pin, okay we are going to consider as the interrupt 2 pin. Okay, that pin we are going to enable. Okay, for by using this pin only we are going to getting the output. After that, we are going to initializing the vector input. Okay, vector input, okay we are going to use here. See this vector interrupt, okay, in this we are going to use for the vector select function, vector address function, and vector control function as well as the vector enable function. For this, okay we are going to use the writing the code. Means the select functions, okay they are going to selecting the interrupt, okay 0 to 15 times, or it may be 1 to 16 time, okay they are going to selecting the functions by using the interrupt service routine. As well as this is the address of this like vector function. Okay, this address totally depends on the like interrupt service routine. This interrupt service routine, okay, they are going to like use all the interrupt address. So based on that, okay, they are going to assigning the address here. Then like vector control, okay, here they are going to controlling the that interrupt key. Okay, that interrupt key which is nothing but the pin number 15. Okay, they are going to controlling as the interrupt second pin. Okay, based on that they are going to display the output. Okay, that they are going to controlling here. For that we are going to use for the vector control function. So whenever we have to display the output, like always this second interrupt has to be enabled. So this is about this. And then afterwards, like I told, right, the selection pin, the port number 31 to port number 24 means 24 to 31 for. Yes, here, okay, this is the function of the like whenever the interrupt will be turn on means toggle and like off means it will be on and off. Okay, for on, okay, we have to use the burst like what is that pin pin will be a 1. Okay, that will be 15th pin, port number 0. Okay, 15th pin will be must be enabled, so that okay we have to turn on the like the particular buzzer will be on. For off, okay, like we know, like we don't want to initializing any value, or we don't want to enable any value here. So like until like one more thing I have to tell here, the input IO directions here, the like the complete port the port 1. Okay, port 1 like pin number 24 to port 131 pin. Okay, this all the pin has to be enabled. Within that, okay, within that, okay, I have to use for the 31st pin has to be enabled here, means the first pin has to be enabled as per my code. Okay, that has to be turned on. Okay, whenever I have like click on the interrupt function, it has to be display the output. So now I am going to see the output. See, I am going to compiling the program, no errors. Then I am going to open this code from the Flash Magic. Yes. See, this is the Flash Magic, that is interrupt X. Open. I am going to give start button. Yes, see, once the code has to dumped, see here, once the code has to dump here. So now we are going to press the interrupt function key here. See, this is the interrupt 2. Okay, I am going to pressing here. So whenever I press, see, the light will be on. When one more time I am going to pressing, like it should be off, means toggling on and off. Thank you.